Hi, I'm Dean Lovett.
And I'm Martha Viola. We're real estate agents with John L. Scott and founders of NorthwestNeighborhoods.com.
Everyone has heard that purchasing a home is probably the biggest financial decision you'll ever have to make. That's why Martha and I have decided to create this video to help you better understand this complicated process so you can make well-informed decisions in purchasing your most valuable investment.
Your new home will be a very important part of your financial future. In one aspect, you'll be able to increase your equity ownership of your home as the market value of your home increases over the years and you pay your mortgage balance down. In addition, you'll be able to take certain income tax deductions that will benefit you, including deducting your property taxes each year and all of your mortgage interest.
While purchasing your home, careful consideration must be given to aspects such as property values, mortgages, escrow, title insurance, taxes, legal documents, real estate law, and negotiations. You don't have to become an expert in these areas to purchase your own home. We've developed a team of experts who have mastered these skills to give you solid advice to help you make intelligent decisions throughout this process.
The team consists of the real estate agents who will help locate the perfect home and assist you throughout the process, a mortgage broker who will help pre-approve you, determine your affordability, and give you advice on the right loan program for you, the escrow agent, who is a neutral third party who will handle all the funds and paperwork needed to close, and the title representative, who will ensure that the seller has clear title, marketable to be transferred to you, and will ensure the lender and yourself against claims on the property.
When buying a home, you'll get to know some members of our team pretty well and may never meet others, but they all play important parts. In this video, we will introduce you to the players in your team and give each one the opportunity to explain what they do in their own words. Each will also give you a list of vital tips to help make your experience successful, and they will bust a myth or misconception about their role of the home buying process.
Let me briefly outline the steps in the home buying process. There's pre-approval, home search, offer and acceptance, which is also referred to as the purchase and sale agreement. There's escrow setup, property inspection, title review, appraisal, loan underwriting, signing, closing, and possession.
You've already met the first member of our team, the real estate agents. Let's start by busting one of the biggest myths about real estate agents, is that all real estate agents do the same thing. The truth is, there are some that represent sellers and some that represent buyers, and they do very different things.
Exactly. I'm a buyer's agent. My sole responsibility is to represent you, the buyer, in helping you find your perfect home. I can help you purchase any home on the market, including a John L. Scott listing, another real estate agent listing, or even if you're sale by owner. I have no financial obligation to sellers, so my job is exclusively to represent you.
I'm a listing agent. I represent the owners in the sale of their house. I help them determine the fair market value of their home, help them get it ready to go on the market, advertise the home, and negotiate on their behalf to help them get the best deal. So remember, when you're out on the weekend visiting open houses, the agent you run into represents the seller and not your best interest.
Now that you know a bit about what we do as real estate agents, let's meet the next key member of our team, the mortgage broker.
Hi, I'm Wally Hall with Kuhlman Everett. I think there are some great advantages to buying a home. You've got an asset there. You've got a place to call your own, to live in. You've got a great tax deduction. But before I go any further, let me bust the biggest myth about mortgages. I have a Timex watch here. I can buy this at Rite Aid, I can buy this at Walgreens or Target, and I may get a little cheaper pricing. It's not the same in a mortgage. In a mortgage, it's not a commodity like a Timex watch. It's about service, it's about someone taking care of you, it's making sure that the loan closes on time and having someone to make sure that that happens. It's important to find the right person to work with. As a mortgage broker, my main job is to find out what the client needs, what is important to them, and then I try and find the right lender that meets those needs. Because not all lenders have the same programs that are available. So it's a matter of fitting the client to the lender. In order to do a pre-qualification, what I'm going to do is run your credit report. I'm going to ask some basic information about your income, your assets, and also to find out what kind of a payment you want to spend each month on a home loan. And then I will back into a specific figure and say, well, you're qualified to, or pre-qualified to buy a home at X number of dollars. A pre-approval is different. I actually get your pay stubs, your asset information. I have you fill out an application, and I see your credit report. We submit it to a lender, and you are formally approved then at that point for a specific dollar amount that we've talked about. So you want to buy a new home. Normally you don't have enough cash, so you go to a lender. A lender has a mortgage, gives you a mortgage, and what that is made up of principal and interest payments. The principal pays down the mortgage, the interest is the profit the lender makes. There are many kinds of mortgages. There's 30-year mortgages and 15-year mortgages. Those are the fixed rate mortgages that are generally accepted in the marketplace. The reason you'd want a 30-year mortgage is generally the payments are going to be lower because it's spread out over that 30-year period of time. A 15-year mortgage is paid off much more quickly, and the interest rate actually is quite a little bit lower. But generally, most people can't afford the 15-year mortgages when they're first buying a house. There are also adjustable rate mortgages that are fixed for periods of time, fixed for 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, or 7-year periods of times. And if you're going to be there for a shorter period of time, for example, myself, I bought my first house, got a 30-year mortgage. I was there for 3 years. Should have got a 3-year, should have got a 5-year. Would have been a lot cheaper for me. Well, a lot of people ask me how much money should they put down. And I really can't tell them until I look at their whole picture, and then we look at their debts, we look at how much money they have, and what their long-range goals are. At that point, we can make some decisions whether it's better to pay off some debt and have very little put down, or if they're in a better financial situation, put all the money into it. But it really is a balance in trying to figure out what makes sense without strapping either your assets or your ability to play, because that's always important. Private mortgage insurance is a vehicle that allows a lender to give you a mortgage at less than 20% down. It's quite expensive, and normally I don't recommend it. There are cheaper ways to go that are tax deductible, and those are second mortgages. Generally, when you buy a house, you're going to pay a loan origination fee. That is either going to go to a mortgage broker or a mortgage banker or a specific bank. Whether you pay extra points to buy the rate down, and it's a 1% factor, usually it's 1% of your loan amount, it just depends on whether you'll save a certain amount each month if you buy the rate down. Generally, the break-even point is about 5 years. So I don't know if it's the best thing to do for most of my clients. It's better for them to save that money for drapery, carpets, painting, things that they can use right now, because the actual monthly savings is not that important for you.